Yeah. It's sad, actually. Mostly in China, probably.
Woonsocket School Committee meeting of Wednesday, September 25th, 2019 is now called to order at 7 p.m. Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget.
Here.
Vice Chair Burke.
Here.
Mrs. Capwell.
Here.
Mrs. Nato.
Here.
Mrs. Kabiskas.
Here.
Would you all join me in standing for a moment of silence and our pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wow, what a group. Obviously somebody's number one, right? I was expecting pom-poms. That's fantastic. Is there anyone here that would like to address the school committee? If you'd like that, please come to the podium, state your name, your address for the record.
Barbara Rosanian, Cold Spring Place, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I just want to say thank you for the school committee members that came Thursday and spoke at the library to keep the education funds here in our education system. Thank you and help fight this fight with us. Thank you.
As a quick reply to that, there's going to be another hearing on October 24th. So I hope that we will have even more people at the next hearing so that we can flood Bride with our comments and tell them what we really think about this proposed charter school. And hopefully we will do the job that's necessary to do it right. Thank you. Anyone else who'd like to address the school committee? Hearing none, let's go on to recognitions and announcements. Dr. McGee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I'm going to make my way to the podium, and I would ask if the school committee could come off of the risers and stand and sit over there by the table. I am going to announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department employees of the year.
Excellent.
Yeah. So. I'm serious. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So this is an exciting time. This is a very exciting time of the school year in the Woonsocket Education Department. This is when we recognize our outstanding employees for the 2018-2019 school year. And I'm going to start today. Yes, that's right. We're very happy to be here. Yes. Yes. All right. I'm going to start with the Administrator of the Year award. So before I announce the Woonsocket Education Department Administrator of the Year, let me describe the recipient's achievements, characteristics, and quotes from nominating staff. Some quotes that describe this administrator include, "He fosters a sense of community and ensures that the school is both professional and welcoming to the families we serve. He has an excellent rapport with students and their families and has motivated many parents to become more invested in their children's academic success. Our student attendance rate averages 92.3%, which is one of the higher rates in the district. His monthly principal coffee hours and PTO meetings have also been well attended and has spearheaded the Student of the Month celebration and parade to further enhance the relationship between our school and community. By recognizing the need to improve and track student behavior, he developed an e-referral form over the summer while seeking input from teachers and social workers. This new referral system has proven to be an invaluable tool. The behavioral team is able to identify high-risk students and develop appropriate intervention plans. As a result, daily discipline referrals have decreased to less than 1%. This principal has shared this system with other principals, demonstrating he has a genuine desire to help others. He empowers his staff by encouraging them to take on leadership roles within the school. He has a unique ability to identify a staff member's area of interest and expertise and are encouraged to contribute beyond the classroom walls. This administrator has brought stability and a sense of family back to our school. Now the staff is cohesive and happy, which translates to happy students and families. We are fortunate to call him our leader. And I'll just add to this, when we received the nominations for Administrator of the Year, this person received, or we received, I should say, a letter from the entire staff that was signed by the entire staff. I've never had that in the years that we've been doing this. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department Administrator of the Year, Mr. Rob DeRozier.
Thank you, guys.
The next award is going to go to the Educator of the Year in the Woonsocket Education Department. Before I announce the Educator of the Year, I'll describe the recipient's achievements, characteristics, and quotes from nominating staff. These quotes that describe this administrator, the quotes that describe this teacher include, "She strives to work for the betterment of the students and for the Woonsocket Education Department. She has received consistent high evaluations since her career began some 37 years ago." That's older than some of the people in this room. Very impressive. Over the past 15 years, she has managed to bring new courses to the mathematics department, such as probability and statistics, AP statistics, AP computer science principles, and financial algebra. She has written AP College Board audits for AP calculus and AP statistics, so students could have an approved AP mathematics curriculum at Woonsocket High School. She wrote a viable and comprehensive curriculum for financial algebra so that the seniors would have a mathematics course that is practical, relevant, and lifelong. She's been the Rhode Island College Early Enrollment Program Coordinator for the past 10 years so that our students could continue to receive college credit for approved coursework at our high school. Over the last decade, she sought out and wrote grants so that our students and mathematics teachers could continue to use state-of-the-art Texas Instruments graphing calculators in their classrooms. Some of the grants that she wrote even provided our students free transportation to the University of Rhode Island for APS, APCSP, and CS4RI. She accumulates over 100 hours of professional development yearly. She is a leader in her department and sets the tone for all to follow. She is an extremely humble and hard-working professional. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department Teacher of the Year, Ms. Suzanne Walker.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you for a wonderful 33 years in Woonsocket. Not that I'm leaving yet, but I do hope that my legacy lives on in the math department, and I know it will because I have my partner in crime, as I call her, Miss Nancy Cozera. And thank you to all the students and staff and everything. I really appreciate this. You don't know how much it is.
The next award will go to the Paraprofessional of the Year in the Woonsocket Education Department. Some quotes that describe this paraprofessional include, she's always going above and beyond to help in any way she can. She's consistently helping her students to stay focused on track when attending to their schoolwork and providing the classroom teacher with all the academic support needed to allow students to grow and flourish in their education. She brings compassion, professionalism, pride, and the highest regard to our students' safety and security each and every day. She is most likely to be the first to volunteer wherever needed. She's the school's box program coordinator and greets her group with her happy and enthusiastic attitude. The rapport she has created with the students is nothing short of amazing. They look up to her as such a great role model, and it's clearly evident when you see the participation they bring to the box program. She has successfully run her own reading and math groups, held class discussions, and initiated creative ideas into the learning curriculum. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department Paraprofessional of the Year, Mrs. Debbie Piat. The next award goes to the Clerical Employee of the Year. Before I announce the Clerical Employee of the Year, let me describe the recipient's achievements, characteristics, and quotes from nominating staff. She is a dedicated professional with a kind approach to the staff, students, and families of our school. She always shows empathy and compassion to the individuals in our school community, which makes her a great role model as well. She goes above and beyond for our school and complements the office with her ability to problem solve and adjust to her important role as the first person the public sees. She is extremely proficient in technology, as well as helpful with creating newsletters, parent notifications, and assisting all staff with many of the day-to-day necessities for educating our students. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department Clerical Employee of the Year, Mrs. Amber Lizard.
So amazing since I've come here, and to everybody I've met along the way, you have helped me in some shape or form, and I thank you for that.
The next award goes to the Custodial Maintenance Employee of the Year. Before I announce the Woonsocket Education Department Custodian Maintenance Employee of the Year, let me describe the recipient's achievements, characteristics, and quotes from nominating staff. Year-round, we use many classrooms for the before and after school and summer programs that he's responsible for maintaining and cleaning. Throughout the years, we have engaged in good-natured debates about the use of the rooms, but that is only because Bill takes pride in the work he does. Specific evidence of his job excellence is his ability to accommodate our need for space and still complete the tasks that he's responsible for in this section of the building. Teachers and staff have witnessed his enjoyment of sharing trivia with students and explaining the various documentaries or educational programming that he has learned these facts from. One summer, we had students ask, "Where's the guy with the trivia?" when he didn't appear at his usual time. We recognize this man for his work that is above and beyond his job description and for his willingness to partner with us and make our jobs a little easier from day to day. It is with great pleasure that I announce the 2019 Woonsocket Education Department Maintenance Employee of the Year, Mr. Bill LaRose.
Thanks to everybody for the recognition.
I think it's appropriate right now that we take a recess for about 10 minutes or so and enjoy all the delicacies that Chef Wall and his staff have put together. So can I have a motion to take a 10-minute recess at 7:20? Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. We're in recess. Lunge.
Vice Chair Burke? Mrs. Capwell?
Yes.
Mrs. Nato? Mrs. Kabiskas?
why don't we continue with recognitions and announcements?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This past Saturday, right here at Hamlin Middle School, we had our summer reading celebration for our elementary students. It was an amazing day. Many committee members were in attendance. There were games, there were activities, free books were provided to our students. And I just want to recognize some of the organizations, community organizations that were present. The school committee, parent liaisons, the Woonsocket Fire Department, the Woonsocket Police Department. Andy the Clown was there as well, making little balloon animals. I didn't get one, but they seemed really neat.
I'm very sorry.
Well, that's maybe next year. The Harris Public Library, our teacher volunteers, Sodexo, Mr. Tom Lambert, Dustin Dumaine, Jared Borosny, our directors, our wonderful student volunteers from Woonsocket High School, our Honor Society student athletes, and our principals who were in attendance. I want to thank all of them for just a wonderful celebration, and we look forward to the same celebration next year. As you know, it's a celebration of literacy, really, and promoting literacy in our schools, and it was wonderful. We had well over 400 students that were in attendance that completed the summer reading, so we're looking forward to that again, as I said, next year. I'd like to thank also CBS and a California school and office supply company called UBI. UBI has donated school supplies. They're in the process of donating school supplies to all of our elementary schools. Every student will receive a pencil box with different types of pencils and erasers and all kinds of school supplies in that. There was an assembly on Monday, September 16th at Kevin K. Coleman Elementary School where we kicked off the donation. Grades 1 through 3 were there, and that was a wonderful opportunity. Kids were great. And I want to thank CBS and UBI for that incredible donation of school supplies. I'd also like to thank the employees of Landmark Medical Center and the Rehabilitation Hospital of Rhode Island who ran a school supplies drive this summer. To date, they've donated 3 boxes full of school items along with 2 backpacks full of notebooks. As part of the same fundraiser, a denim day and vendor sale raised $435 to help support the Woonsocket High School Student Council account. This year marks the 3rd consecutive year that they've provided our students with the needed supplies to be successful in their schools. I'd also like to recognize the many Woonsocket Education Department teachers and staff who participated in professional development this past summer. The teachers and staff that were participants completed well over 3,000 hours. That's a testament to our teachers and staff's dedication to their practice and to the Woonsocket Education Department and to their students. And again, I want to thank them for attending all of those PD sessions this summer. And finally, I would like to announce that on Tuesday, September 24th at Citizens Memorial Elementary, we had the Don't Quit ribbon cutting ceremony. It was a wonderful ceremony. For those of you who are not aware, citizens submitted a video, and we're fortunate enough to be one of 3 schools in Rhode Island that received a $100,000 donation for a fitness center, which was assembled. And at that ribbon cutting ceremony, Governor Raimondo was there, Mayor Baldelli Hunt was there, state senators and representatives, Commissioner Infante Green, as well as school committee members. I want to thank Melissa Moniz and Glenn Bover for creating the video along with their staff for making this possible for the students, the great students at Citizens Memorial Elementary School and for the community. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. Is there anyone who would like to add some comments? I can see Vice Chair Burke. Can't wait.
Mr. Chairman, just a few words here. I want to add my congratulations to the award winners tonight. That's wonderful. And talking about the summer reading celebration, which was a great day, I want to make sure that we thank Ms. Kim Blaine. that makes it happen, and this is the fourth year in a row she has made it happen. So I just want to make sure we thank her. She did a great job, and I enjoyed coming. And also, Dr. McGee was talking about some of the characters that were present at the summer meeting celebration. I just want to say the most interesting character was Dr. McGee as Dr. Zeus. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
It wasn't a costume or it is done. I want to add my congratulations to the award winners and to the Don't Quit program and the fitness center that had its ribbon cutting ceremony this week. Ms. Kapiskas, Vice Chair Burke and I were there, Dr. McGee and others, and it was just a fantastic celebration. It spoke well of our whole education department district. I'm so proud of everyone, and the kids were phenomenal. So again, kudos to them. Anyone else?
If I may,
Ms. Kapiskas.
with regard to the event at Kevin Coleman, that was very exciting. I've never been in Kevin Coleman, and it was a very exciting event. The gentleman from Newby was so enthusiastic. It was really great with the kids and got them all wrapped up. And Mr. Nordriani, 10 minutes ago, what they done. But anyway, I say that all the time as I walk around. But I have to say, with regard to the summer meeting celebration, it was a really fun day. And if you didn't go, you all missed watching the Woonsocket Fire Department literally tear a car apart with the doors of like. It was so exciting. It was one of the biggest thrills. And I also had a second thrill. I got to meet Jake from Body by Jake, the event of Citizens. But I do have to compliment the students and citizens who were remarkable. Unfortunately, things didn't go off with our kids. There was a fire alarm. Most children walked out orderly, silently, quietly, while everything got resolved. They had trouble with the audio equipment. You could literally hear the computer, and as opposed to speakers that were listening to the video through the computer. The children were so silent, you could hear every word. It was remarkable. And I think they should all be very proud. The students of Coleman, the citizens, the staff, and the administration. It was just a very good 2 weeks.
It was. Thank you very much. Anyone else? I do admit all the glitches that happened at Citizens were planned so that we're human, that we can make mistakes, and we can fix them right on the spot. Isn't that true, Director? I'll make a motion to receive and place on file the recognitions and announcements. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we'll go on to approval of minutes. I'll make a motion to approve the September 11, 2019 open session minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any corrections, amendments, changes? Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget?
Yes.
Vice Chair Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Capwell? Mrs. Nato?
Yes.
Mrs. Kapiskas?
Yes.
Next, we'll go on to the consent agenda. I'll make a motion to discuss and approve the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Does any school committee member want to make any changes, take anything out of order? Discuss? No? Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget?
Yes.
Vice Chair Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Capwell?
Yes.
Mrs. Nato?
Yes.
Mrs. Kapiskas?
Yes.
Next, we'll go into the school subcommittee reports. And we have tonight the Health and Wellness Subcommittee. I'll make a motion. I'll turn it over to Vice Chair Burke and Mrs. Nato.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Health and Wellness Subcommittee had its first meeting of the school year last Monday, the 16th, here at the Hamlet School. And we had a good beginning to our year. First of all, we welcomed 2 individuals from the University of Rhode Island, Paula Polino and Heidi Hitzler, who have come to partner with us in presenting several nutrition programs. They are responsible for the educational arm of the SNAP program. So we are going to see them throughout the year, offering education, hopefully, to some of our parents. They also are planning to offer some professional development to some of our faculty members as the year goes on and beginning maybe next year. So it was great to welcome them. Another item on the agenda was complete our wellness policy. We are about 99% completed our wellness policy. We will examine it at our next meeting, and we should be bringing it to the full school committee in a couple of weeks for final approval. So we worked on that. Also, during the summer, the principals in the schools put together an assessment that we presented to them on some of the health and wellness issues of the school. Those assessments were completed by the principals, and at our next meeting, we will be reviewing them, examining them, and putting together the data from those assessments. Finally, several members of the committee will be attending the Rhode Island Health Collaborative School Breakfast that will be taking place on October 10th, and we're all looking forward to that. And finally, we are working on a USDA farm-to-school grant that's going to be used in the middle schools. It's basically an educational program. But once again, anything to help with the nutrition information for our students. And that seems to be our meeting for that day. We will meet next on October 21st at 4 o'clock in the Hamlet building, in the building here in room 124. And Ms. Nato, is there anything that you would like to add?
The only thing that it really impresses me to see how this district takes care of its children. And I'm sure many people don't know it, but the programs to watch over your children, to keep their health and wellness, that's the name of the committee, at all times in the forefront. And it's a great thing to have. I'm very proud of everyone who participates.
Very good. I believe that's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Vice Chair Burke. Anyone else like to add? I'll make a motion to receive and place on file the Health and Wellness Subcommittee report. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we'll turn to the technology update. I'll turn it over to Mr. Toriani.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So before you this evening, you have the update memo. The update memo, it does contain data for the last 60 days versus the last 30, just like incorporating what we did in the summer as well to open up the schools. I'm going to take the memo back to the second part first. So we're currently in the process of uploading our data to the state in anticipation of the October 1st snapshot report. So I listed out all the different collections that were responsible for the report to the state. And again, that initial report captured with the March 1st snapshot is what drives our state aid funding here in the district. So these are all very important uploads in terms of how we get money from the state. The second category of data or databases are all the different systems we use here in the district. As you can see, these are quite lengthy. There's 2 different columns worth. These are all the databases we use in the system, whether they're for educational instructional use or for management software or communications such as school messaging. In addition to that, you'll see that there are the steady 3 reports that are submitted on a monthly basis. The first being the in the summer report. As of today, we've received approximately 1,000 work orders, most of them coming from the last 2 weeks of August up until now, which is the highest volume we've seen in my almost 4 years working in the district. Most of them are just due to the fact that we now have about 6,000 devices here in the district versus a few years back we had maybe 1/6 of that. So this is mostly due to the fact that we're being in school, we have to get all the devices rolled out, up and running, and working on the hands of the teachers and on the students at the secondary level and the 1 to 3 initiative at the elementary level. The second report listed is the average response time. Due to the fact that we've received 1,000 work orders, our response time right now is averaging about 6 days, which is higher than normal. Normally we trend around the 2-day time frame, but I suspect that as the next month progresses, that will slowly start to go down. Now that everyone's settled in and everyone's got the equipment and figure out what you're supposed to print to and whatnot. And the third report that I've included is a snapshot report on customer satisfaction. As we're aware, we pride ourselves on making sure that our teachers and students are happy with the technology and the support that they receive. So you can see the bar graphs, they're color-coded. I always include the not answered and only include the satisfied and not satisfied. So we like to see green. For the most part, you'll see that everyone is green. We did have a few instances where they were not satisfied There were a couple, rightfully so, there could have been better communication, just in the proposal at the beginning of school. I think there's some communication that's been lost between the users and our technicians. And then there are some that were just, for example, I had a teacher request that they have an Elmo, which is a particular brand document, can we use a different brand, and they just weren't satisfied with the fact that we're providing a different brand. It's not something that really I consider to be satisfied with the service performed, rather than just the choice of device that were acquired. So that is the recap of technology for the last 60 days.
Thank you, Director. I have just one question. You know, over the summer, the last few months of the last fiscal year, we were putting in all kinds of wiring. We were working on Wi-Fi, dark fiber. How is everything working from a technology situation now in the schools?
So that's working the way it's supposed to. So it's up and running and it's working. If you have any of our staff members, a few years ago, now if you would take a wireless device such as the one I'm using, or the ones that you are using, you could travel to a different building and open up your device, turn it on and log in, you'll get on the Wi-Fi automatically. So it's a seamless system working throughout multiple buildings. So,
fantastic. It's good to hear, especially in the early on this year.
Yes.
Any other comments? I'll make a motion to receive and place on file the technology update. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I'll turn it over to you again, Director, for our facilities update.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So with our facilities update, I've been closing through reports. Just of note, when I wrote the memo, there was one item here that we're going to talk about transportation. So just to note there, yesterday there was an incident with the bus yard where we did have some busing where we had an issue with the buses. They ran a little late. We can send a print message. You'll see that in the newspaper, I'm sure in the next couple of days. Aside from that, we're focusing on bringing up our heating systems here in the district. The heating system is approaching, particularly at Savoy. We're going to be turning the system on Friday, which we purchased and installed in the boiler over the summer. And then every other building, we're going to treat exactly the same. We're going to make sure that the heating units are up and running and start testing them before the cold weather approaches. I'm hoping to extinguish any issues now versus waiting until, it's 40 degrees out and everyone's saying that they're cold and the heat's not working. So, in addition to that, you see the 3 standard reports that I filed. Again, these are not always indicative of what facilities is working on. Sometimes there's an emergency, we need to dispatch somebody versus waiting for a work order. That being said, in the last 60 days, we received, about 250, a little over 250 new work orders. We closed out 30, 7 were duplicates and 2 were assigned. But again, that doesn't capture what happens on a day-to-day basis. The average time to close a work order is about 15 days, which is the average for facilities based on a non-essential or emergency need. So it takes about 15 days to get through some of those work orders. And the last piece is, while we don't receive much feedback in terms of customer satisfaction based on the way the work order system is applied here, because only secretaries can submit a work order for facilities or principals. An average teacher cannot do so just because of the fact that there's too much room for duplicates and whatnot. But we did receive back some feedback. There were 4 responses over the last 60 days. All 4 of them were positive. That is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Stalriani. Anyone else have any comments? I'll make a motion to receive and place on file the facilities update. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is unfinished business is discussion and approval of the job description for the Woonsocket High School Program Coordinator for Alternative Programs position and to post the position. This item was tabled at our last meeting, you may recall. Therefore, I'll make a motion right now to remove this agenda item from the table. Is there a second?
Second.
Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget,
Yes.
Vice Chair Burke,
Yes.
Mrs. Capwell,
Yes.
Mrs. Nato,
Yes.
Mrs. Kapiskas.
Yes.
Now I'll make a motion and to discuss and approve this item that we have before us. Is there a second?
Second.
Dr. McGee?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the agenda item that you have here is the Woonsocket High School Program Coordinator for Alternative Programs.
Yes.
The person that is in this coordinator position oversees the Focus program at Woonsocket High School, as well as the FATE program, which are run during the day. It's for our at-risk students, and it's a program in which we provide opportunities for our students to stay in the district, in Woonsocket High School, and not out into alternative behavior type programs. So the program's been running at Woonsocket High School for many years. The program has been very effective. As I said, we've been able to keep many students within our district and not have to send them outside the district. The person that's currently in the position is that role has been expanded. We're looking to expand that role in terms of the number of hours and more administrative type duties. So you have the job description here, the requirements for the position, duties, and responsibilities, as well as the fiscal impact statement as well.
Are we looking then to approve of this description, job
Yes.
description?
Yes.
And so that you can post this?
Correct.
Okay. Any questions? Any comments? Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget?
Yes.
Vice Chair Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Capwell?
Yes.
Mrs. Nato?
Yes.
Mrs. Kapiskas?
Yes.
Next, in new business, we have discussion and approval of non-union contracts. Is there a motion to discuss and approve?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Now, we've already done this work. What we're looking at, in your Chromebooks, you've gotten a copy of the contracts. And we're just here to actually just vote that we're going to issue the contracts. Because they've been approved. We've got them in hard copy, and we're ready to sign them and issue them. So, are there any comments? Dr. McGee, roll call.
Chairman Bourget?
Yes.
Vice Chair Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Capwell?
Yes.
Mrs. Nato?
Yes.
Mrs. Kapiskas?
Yes.
Dr. McGee, your report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I have two items for my report. The first is the elementary truancy program. So about 2 months ago, Senator Roger Pickard, who is an attendance officer here in our district, approached me because there was an opportunity that was presented to us in which we could pilot at the elementary level the truancy court program, which we have been utilizing for the last 2.5 years or so at the secondary level. So we were very fortunate to be awarded this pilot. I had a meeting with Magistrate Angela Paulus, who's the magistrate that works with our district, who's been working with our district for many years with truancy court. And we sort of discussed how that program would look at our elementary schools. I've also met with our elementary principals, and I met with Senator Pickard, and I met with our other attendance officer, Nicole Bullock. So we've sort of created a process. We're going to be meeting with the elementary principals again to discuss what this is going to look like. So basically what is going to happen is we're going to be providing supports specific to our elementary schools. We're going to focus on kindergarten because if you look at our average daily attendance across the district, although kindergarten is not the lowest, at the elementary level, kindergarten is the lowest in terms of the average daily attendance. So we feel as though what research says is if you start families when the children are just entering school, you can provide those supports to them, hopefully their attendance will improve. So we're going to be focusing our efforts this year on our kindergarten students. We've been looking at the number of days our current kindergartners have been absent this year. We're going to be checking that again in about another week, and we're going to be focusing on about 25 to 30 kindergarten students and families, really, because when students are in kindergarten, it's typically not the student that's responsible for the absence. It's typically the parent or the guardian. So this is not intended to be punitive. we're looking to, as we do with the secondary level, work with parents. However, there will be some parents who, because of repeated efforts from the school department to improve their attendance, may be coming in and appearing before the magistrate as our secondary students do currently. So we're really excited about it. Again, we can only focus on 25 or so students. The hope is that we start with 25, and as we get through the year, some of those students and families sort of are on monitor status because their attendance has improved, and we can sort of backfill more students in that 25 group. So we're really excited about it, and I will be reporting back out to the committee once we start officially. We're looking to start, we were hoping to start in the beginning of October, but we're thinking that there are a lot of boxes to check to prepare for it. So realistically, we're probably looking at the beginning of November, but I certainly will be reporting out to the committee later in the school year as to how successful we are with this new program at the elementary level. And the second thing is our Woonsocket High School National Honor Society update. I know that Dr. Sullivan has been working with Attorney Tebow, and I know Mrs. Kapiskis, I believe that you've been privy to some of those emails and conversations with respect to where we are right now. I'm going to sort of turn to Attorney Tebow to get the most recent update on that. My understanding is that we're waiting for the bylaws to be modified, and I think that's, I know I keep saying it's in the process, but I think we're very close to that actually being finalized, but I'm going to let you speak to that.
Thank you, Dr. McGee. That's correct. We are currently in the process of redlining and sending the improved draft back and forth between Dr. Sullivan for her review and Nancy Cosera, who is the chair of the National Honor Society. And at this stage, we are feeling confident that the bylaws will be ready for a vote. There are votes by the faculty council, by the executive board of the National Honor Society, and by the membership as a whole. And we believe that we're on track to have those done by the end of October.
And will that, if it's done by October, then the class we have now and the special ed students, will they be all part of the National Honor Society for this year?
They will be eligible to apply for this 2019-2020 school year.
The juniors as well as the seniors, both?
Yes. Yes.
Reflecting that.
Yes.
Very good. Anyone else? I'll make a motion to receive and place on file superintendent's report. Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:03 p.m. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.